All right. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being able to join the weekly high level office hours. You are here because you may be connected to, whoops, you may be connected to ACBN in some way. And we talk a lot about where is the headquarters for your business. And so we want to support you with your business growth by helping you get your CRM and your real headquarters for where you operate your business set up. And the platform that we use for that is called HighLevel. So we do this weekly to answer questions that you have, but we're going systematically step by step through the different areas of the platform so that you know kind of what to set up, what is possible, and each week we're going to touch on different things. So we're going to do a bit of review because we've been going for over a month, so we've touched on various things. So we're going to do a review of different areas of the platform and areas that you should definitely do first and in sequence. And I'll show you what we've been doing with the company that I run. And then this is how we support other entrepreneurs as well. So, any questions that come up after the overview, we'll have time to answer questions as well. So, let me share this screen. Make sure. So, just to give you an idea, and let me drop this down. So you'll see here when we set up for the companies that I run. So detailing nights is one of them. Every time we set up a new city, we take them through the checklist of what to get set up on HighLevel. And this is what we kind of support other entrepreneurs with as well. But it's really important once you get your account, so you get a sub account. If you're an ACBN member, you're going to get 3 months for free, and then you only pay $67 a month for the account. And usually it's 97 US. So a great deal if you're an ACBN member. If you're not a member, I believe it works out to 127 Canadian, which is less than the US conversion. So even still, we do want to get you access to the platform. But of course, we would love for you to be a member. So, and we're going to go into the platform to show you, but this checklist is kind of just what I use to remind myself.
Yeah.
So,
So
oh,
Ryan,
yes.
just a reminder, we want a distinction there. What Ryan mentioned for the $67, if you're a paid ACBN member and you're paying $47 a month, then you get 3 months free and you pay an additional 67. But if you're a free member, that's when you pay the 127. That's the distinction, right? We just want to make sure there's clarity so persons understand.
Yes, no worries. Thanks for touching on that. So, as I mentioned, this is the checklist that I typically take myself through when we're setting up a new high level account. So, first thing, once you get your sub account, setting up your social media is the quickest and I'll say one of the most effective things to get done right away because you're able to add all your different social media accounts. And so your Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Google My Business, Pinterest. And Pinterest has been an interesting one, being able to be active on there because it plugs in with the platform. So having that all housed in one place. So if you're currently paying for another platform to just schedule your posts and create your content calendar and schedule them out, HighLevel can take care of that for you. So we always encourage people to do that first. Next is the custom calendar. So the calendar that you would use when people want to book with you. If it's just straight products that you sell, then we are going to touch on how to set up your products in here. But usually you already have a platform that you're selling your products, whether it's Etsy or Shopify or from your website. So here you don't have to set up your products if you already sell somewhere else. If you don't and want to set up your products in here for people to buy, that is possible. Next, we talk to people about their lead magnet creation. So, what is the offer? What is the thing that you can put out to the world that they would want to download from you or get from you? So, for detailing nights, we have It's well, two things. The birthday club is one, and also the night family plan. So they can join for $50 a year and become part of the night family plan, and that gets them access to preferred pricing, and of course more benefits and perks. And you get a kit which comes with a keychain and goodies swag from Detailing Nights. So that's what we put out there. But also every so often we have like Mother's Day specials or different seasonal specials, Father's Day. So those are all different types of offers and different types of lead magnets. For the consulting business that I run, the lead magnet is our funding spreadsheet. So if you're looking for grants or funding, we put out there that, hey, you can get access to this spreadsheet that then shows you all the different grants and loans that we've found. So in order to get access to the spreadsheet, you have to put in your information. And so the spreadsheet is the lead magnet that would draw somebody in, and they'd be willing to give their contact information in order to get access to it. So you want to have one of those. Of course, you could definitely build multiple, but you want to build at least your first one. And then once you have that first thing that you know that you can put out there to get people's contact, that's where you'd want to build a landing page for it. So we also talk about like creating surveys and forms and quizzes. These are all different ways to capture somebody's information. So the landing page is what houses the form that you're going to use to get people's contact info. So you want to be able to build out your landing page and something's different than just a regular website, because you probably already have a website, but you want to be able to have a landing page that speaks to one specific thing. And so I'm going to show you an example of that as well. Next, if you have people booking appointments with you, you can have a booking page, which is usually the thank you page after somebody downloads your lead magnet. Or if you're selling services, they might watch a video about what you do and then they can book a call with you. Or if they download, let's say, the spreadsheet, they can book a call for a one-on-one. So you want to have a booking page that shows that they can book a calendar, book your calendar, book into your calendar. Yes. So now, as all of these things are set up, so you have your social media, you have your calendar ready, your lead magnet, the landing page, how they're going to book with you, then you want to be able to set up the workflow that has emails going out to people that are now on your list. So all this can happen within Go High Level. So if you have um, an email marketing platform that you're using, or if you have a lead magnet and landing page creator, all those things you can do in this one platform, and then you can build out the workflow. So I'm going to share with you the workflow that we used. I used two different examples, but that workflow is pretty much when a person downloads, for example, the spreadsheet that shows the funding, they then get a sequence of emails that keeps us top of mind so that they know, hey, if we have other things that we can offer, other things that we're selling, or other information that we want to share, those emails go out every so often. And then when the person is ready to buy or book an appointment, the email would be top of mind. So you want to be able to build out that workflow. So the trigger would be them, let's say, coming to your landing page, downloading the lead magnet, then that puts them into your workflow that sends them a thank you email, sends them an email maybe 2 days later about yourself, and it's called like an indoctrination sequence. So these are all things that you can build within this platform. So we're going to share that. And again, so if a person books an appointment with you, this is where you want to have a follow up or a sequence of events that happens, and you can schedule them all within the platform. So, for example, if somebody books a Detailing Nights car cleaning appointment, they would get a notification that the appointment is booked. They would then get a notification the day before to remind them. They would then get a notification an hour before to say, like, hey, the detailer's on their way. They get a notification 10 minutes before to say, hey, your appointment's about to start. And then after the appointment is completed, they would get a follow up email and text where it says, thank you for booking with us. Please, would you be able to give us a Google review? And then I think another email comes out saying, like, hey, did you know that we have a night family plan? It can help you save on future appointments. So all those touch points is that workflow that happens after a person books an appointment. So you'll notice I mentioned two. So there's a workflow after a person just engages with your content. So that's where if somebody joins our birthday club, there's a sequence of emails that goes out that is encouraging them to book an appointment. And then once they book an appointment, there's a sequence of emails or touch points that goes out, and then again ends with kind of booking their next appointment. So all that we're going to walk through. And the last piece that I would say would complete the power setup of your Go High Level account is then your affiliate marketing. So getting other people to promote your products, and then they would get a revenue share or whatever you set up as a way to pay them for selling your products. These are all things that you can build in this platform. I mean, there's so much more where places you can go. You can create your own community. You can have your courses in here. We'll probably touch on those at some later date, but these I think would be the core items that will really help you build out your sales and grow your company. So I'm going to go into each one inside of the platform. Let me just get into where did, oh, it's over here. All right. And let me keep my checklist close by just so that I can reference. Mm-mm-mm. All right. So when I'll show you what it looks like, because initially we're going to be setting up your sub account. So the questions that we're going to ask you is a bit about your company, and then we're going to add in your information here. So your business name, your niche, the business phone, your address. If we don't have your specific address, we just use the Empowered for X co-working space address because it is not good to use your home address. You should use a business address. So we'll put the 350 Rutherford in here when we get it set up, and we'll put in your website and then create the sub account. Once your sub account is created, and you come into your sub account, we will then go in and create your user profile. So the user profile now, once you as the business owner for the sub account, when we add you in, this is where you get the email that has you set up your password so that you can log in. So once you have your login password, you would come in and now you would see this whole section in your sub account. So as I mentioned here, let's put this over, that you'd want to come in and first set up your social media. So in the marketing section, you'd be able to come to the social planner, and then over here, you're able to connect all your social media accounts. So you just click add new, pick which one. Once you pick it, you'd be able to log in, and then it would be connected and ready to use. So when it's connected and ready to use, you can then click on new post. And if you click on new post, you can select any of the social media accounts that you've connected and post or type out your post. They have an AI builder, so you could use, I guess it's not showing because, so you can actually use their AI builder to create your post. You can schedule posts for into the future. So this is where you can start getting the word out about your business. So now the next piece.
Excuse me, Ryan.
Oh
Dwayne has
yes.
his hand up.
Oh
Um,
sure. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so for the social media posting, does it, because I haven't been able to really like look into it and how to do the posting. So does it help you to create posts? Like, so for example, you want to make a video, does it help you edit the video? Does it help you? Say, for example, I have a class coming up. Does it have a platform like say Canva for me to create my posters and stuff like that?
No, it does have where it'll help you write, but it
Mhm.
doesn't have where it edits videos or makes images. You would have to
Oh, okay.
make those external and then just upload them in here.
Okay, okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Thank
So a
you.
couple of good ones. So Canva is good for images. ChatGPT is getting really good with images too.
Mm.
And then for video, Opus Clips is pretty good. So
Because
taking like a full video you have and then it cuts it up.
yeah, because like I see a lot of people make a lot of good posts. I struggle, especially if I do it myself personally, struggle to get it refined to kind of put whatever I want. Sometimes ChatGPT will distort the content on it.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
using existing content, then Opus Clips is better for video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right then. Thank you.
no worries. So let's say we have that one. Okay, so our social media is set up. The next one is the custom calendar. So over here in calendars, you do want to set up a calendar for yourself so that people can book time with you. If you're selling products, you could skip this part, but even still, if you're selling, let's say, wholesale, or you're selling to businesses, or you have to have a meeting with somebody, or for example, if you're using Calendly and you want to get rid of that monthly payment, this calendar here you could use. And it's really just putting through, like, I don't know, like this is, I think it's in calendar settings to create a new actual calendar. So yes, you go to calendar settings and it'll take you into the section. You can also get here by clicking the settings and then going to calendars. So in here, you'd be able to make a new calendar. And so this calendar is what you would use to book meetings with people. So again, if you're using another calendar service and are paying for it, if you're using HighLevel, you get access to a calendar service that you can have your own, like, booking page. So you can save on that money as well. So now we say that our calendar is all set up. So this is where the lead magnet creation. So I'm going to show you, but I don't think we have a lead magnet here. I'm going to show you the other one that we built and just make sure I put it, because I was using it as an example so you can show it in real time. So I was talking about the funding spreadsheet. So the funding spreadsheet allows us to create a page where people get access to the spreadsheet, and that becomes a way for us to get their contact information. So in order to build it, first, before you create the landing page, you want to create the contact form. So actually, let me add over here. So form or survey to collect contact info. So you do want to create this before you create your landing page. So that's where now you would go to sites, and you'll see it's a few options here. So forms, surveys, or quizzes. They all have the same function, but are unique in their own ways. So a form is typically something that you have somebody fill out that is going to be long term. So for us, we have a business needs assessment. So that's the first step to becoming a member at ACBN. So it's a form that people would fill out and answer questions, and we're assessing how we can support their business. So a quiz would be something more short term, where we say, like, hey, what kind of entrepreneur are you? And they can fill out a quiz and it scores it. And at the end, it gives them a result that says, like, oh, you're more of a type A or a type B or a type C. So those would be like more short term quizzes that you can put scores on each of the answers, and then they would get a result at the end. For a survey, that we typically use for, like, before after events, or if we're trying to collect certain information and doing research. Again, it wouldn't be long term that you're doing a survey. It would be for a specific amount of time, and then from those answers you're going to be able to, like, pretty much do your data analysis and get your percentage of who said what. So that's what surveys are really good for. But typically it'd be a form that you're going to build. So for myself, we just created like a generic business form. So I'll show you this one. So this form, it just asks for first name, last name, email, their phone number, their business name, their website, and a brief description of their business. So now this form is what lives on the landing page that is giving away your lead magnet. So once this form is created, and it can be as simple as this, it can be as simple as first name and email. You can just ask for first name and phone number and email. Really, if it's something that is, you don't want too much friction, the less things you ask for, the easier it is for people to fill out. But this can also help you filter. So the reason that I asked a bit about their business organization, one, I want to know if it's a for-profit or a nonprofit. Two, I want to see their website. So I asked them for their website so I can see where they're at with how they're operating. So you don't have to ask for all this, and you can even ask for more information if you really want to filter through, like, hey, I need to know this about your business or yourself so that I know, is this a person that I want to work with, so that you can segment your list. So once that form is created, you want to place it onto a landing page. So now I'm going to touch on websites shortly because websites is different than landing pages. So if you don't already have a website, you can build out your full website in this platform. So I'll show it to you real quick just so you can see what it looks like. So this is where these are the 3 pages of the website, but this one, very standard. It's like your logo will be up here, different areas of the website. And so you'll see on here, it has the get the funding spreadsheet. So now this is not the landing page. This is the actual website. So with your website, you can have like different pages in your website. And at the bottom, it'll have like your whole footer where it takes you to different areas of the website. So a standard website can be built, but this website is more for information overall about the business and what it's doing. So when I talk to people about getting access to funding, this is the website that just talks more about me. But when I say, hey, go download the funding spreadsheet, this now takes you to the landing page about just the funding spreadsheet. So you'll see it doesn't have anywhere else to go on the website. It's literally, hey, if you're interested in this spreadsheet, put in your information here and submit, and then you're going to get access to the spreadsheet. And once I get this information, it then puts them into that email sequence I was talking about. So this landing page and this website can be built here. So for the website itself, you'd go to websites. So over here, you click on sites, then you can build out a landing page. For, oh, sorry, you can build out a website. For the funnel, this is where you can build individual landing pages. So when I talked about having different offers, you can create a landing page for every single offer that you have in your business. And you'll notice we have a landing page for the course that we sell where you can get fundable in 30 days. We have this funnel for when people download the spreadsheet. So I'm going to show you this landing page. And when we're doing workshops, we created another funnel that walks people through. It's like, hey, sign up for this workshop. And then it has a thank you page. But for the funding spreadsheet, this landing page that I was just showing you, it then, oh, let me view page. Or it was already open. So when a person comes here and then puts in their information and clicks submit, that's what triggers the workflow. So in order to capture a person's information, you do need a landing page. You can put the forms on your website and embed them in if you don't want to create a separate landing page yet. I would say if you have a specific offer, create a landing page for it, but it's not 100% necessary if you have a website. So we have our lead magnet created, and then we have a form or survey to collect the contact info. We've created a branded landing page here. The booking page, we didn't do the booking page, but I want to show you the email drip campaign. So hold on. Actually, do I have a booking page? I should. Let me see if I have it here. I think it's on this thank you page. Yes. So you'll see, oh, I'll show you the full sequence here. So the first step is when we're doing a paid grant writing workshop, this is where they would come to this landing page. And on the landing page, they'd be able to sign up. So this is the one that we did for the Youth Opportunities Grant or Youth Opportunities Fund. When they sign up, it would take them to the thank you page. And on the thank you page, it was like, hey, if you want one-to-one support, you can book a meeting with me. So that's where, when I talked about having not just your calendar set up, but a page that has more information about, like underneath, we can put more information about like the services we offer, but really you just want to wait for people to book a meeting with you. So that would be a branded booking page. So I just wanted to say it does exist. So if you want to get that done, we can show you how. But the email drip campaign, I think, is going to be the most powerful thing you're able to do to get sales. Building out your email list, you're going to be able to have a full CRM inside of Go High Level. So you see here where it says contacts, you can upload the current contacts that you have so that they're all in one place, and then you can message them or create email campaigns to them. But if you don't have contacts yet, that's where having these landing pages is going to start building out your contacts list, so that once you have these contacts, you're then going to be able to do email campaigns to them. So, but I want to show you how it can be automated. So now, when a person comes to your landing page, they want to get your lead magnet, they put in their information and they say, yes, thank you, send it to me. You'll see this funding spreadsheet indoctrination. It's when a person puts in their information to get access to the funding spreadsheet, it then takes them through a workflow where it explains now more, like it pretty much, it's called an indoctrination workflow, where it says, okay, you get a reminder that you've gotten the spreadsheet, so you get a text message. Oh, I can't see this thing. Oh, okay. And then you get a welcome email. It just says like, hey, again, you get the video to the access to the spreadsheet, the video walkthrough, and at the bottom it shows like they can book a meeting if they need more clarity, or that we have the Tuesday funding session. So all of these emails, well, most of them have this reminder to sign up for the news, I mean the info sessions that we do every week, and if you need more support, you can book a one-on-one. So this one, let me see how many emails. So I think it waits about a day or so for each one, and then talks about testimonials. It shows you how to find the grants. It talks about a specific grant. It shows you tools of grants, the difference between loans and investments. So I believe it's a full 30 days indoctrination, like the importance of the business plan. Just me, my personal oxtail hunter. You get to learn more about that. You get invited to the funding sessions. It talks about crowdfunding, talks about behind the scenes of how to get grants. I think it's a video, alternative funding sources like angel investment and such. The feedback, so I asked them for feedback on this email sequence that they're getting. The funding roadmap. What is this one about? Funding roadmap. Access your needs, choose your path. Yeah, it's pretty much saying like, hey, either join our course or book a meeting. So it's giving them kind of a pointed, hey, you've been getting our emails, here's some action to take. And then it concludes here, and it tags them that they received the 30-day indoctrination. So this is where for 30 days, just from a person signing up and filling out the form, we've now kept in touch with them for that full 30 days, and we can track. And actually, I still need to track this opportunities section where you can see where a person is in the flow. I don't have it set up in this company, but I do have it set up over here. We finally started to figure it out. So this one, if a person does come to the booking page, so it'll show that they've come to attempt a book, like to book an appointment, and that they actually booked an appointment. And if, what's the other ones? Oh, can't move this. And then if the job's complete, so I have to see why this is not updating, because some of these are completed, that we sent a review request, and that we did the upsell, and if they're an active member. So this is where now you want to be able to track where people are in the pipeline. So if they just come to the website, so let's say they land on this landing page, we want to have a trigger that says, okay, this is a new lead. They've landed on the page. And then the next page would be like, did they actually download the funding spreadsheet? And then so now they're getting the emails. Did they book an appointment? Did they come to an event? You want to know where they are in the sequence. And then the last, if the opportunity was won, is did they sign up for, let's say, grant writing consulting, or did they sign up for whatever it is, the service that you are selling? You want to have a way to track that. So this is what we're trying to now track better. And again, Claude and AI is helping build this out, and then we want to be able to follow it along. So as we're learning, we're going to share with you. So as this gets fine tuned, we're definitely going to share it with you as well. But again, this automation where a person, oh, I'm in the wrong one. Well, even I'll show you like the book appointment one. So when a person books an appointment, then they get tagged that they booked. They get tagged with what year they got booked. They booked the appointment in. We create the opportunity. They get the confirmation email. They get a confirmation text. 24 hours before the appointment, they get a reminder email, reminder text. An hour before, they get a reminder email, reminder text. This one is, oh, this is after the appointment. I thought there was one that's 10 minutes before. Maybe not. Maybe it's just an hour before. Um, then, so an hour after the appointment, they send a review request via email and also via text and email, and then updates the opportunity again. And so then it triggers the sequence. So the sequence is like a thank you email. It's supposed to wait, and if they didn't do the Google review, it sends them another reminder. And then after, well, how long is this? 3 days, it asks them like, hey, did you know about our night family plan? And that's the end of the sequence. So we might add more to it just to keep people engaged if they get this invite and they don't. So you can always keep building on this. First, this started out with just, what was the first thing? I think they got just a confirmation email, and then you just keep adding things to the sequence until it's robust. So that's where the checklist here is really to make sure that you get these initial things ready to go, because once they're set up, then all of the focus is just marketing and getting people to your landing pages or to your website and to book. Once you got the information, the automation is really going to keep selling for you and keep selling for you. So once these are set up, then it's going to keep kind of putting the information out there to people that are in your network. So you really need to get good at offer creation. What is the thing that you're selling that would get a person to engage? Because the workflows, all that like front loaded work, once it's set up, you just have to get more people into your ecosystem. So the email drip campaign and the appointment workflow. And that last piece is the affiliate. So I know we started testing out affiliate. So it's in the marketing section. And I believe it's here, affiliate manager. I haven't fully launched it. So we're still trying to figure out the best way. Oh no, this, I thought I created the affiliate. Oh, probably because it's not active. But I know, let me see, there's some campaigns that we've done. So we've done campaigns where we do car wash fundraisers, and then so the people that are part of the fundraising team, they can sell for their team, and we can track the commissions that need to go out. So these detailing services, I mean, we created it, didn't really utilize it. So this is like my own homework to get more affiliates and help them to promote our business so that we can be paying them to promote. So again, so many different aspects of the platform. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once. But as we learn different areas, we're going to show you so that you can add it to your business as well. but I'll stop there just so that I can answer any questions. And if there are questions, I can hop back in. Oops. Is it sharing? Does it stop sharing? I think it stopped sharing. All right. So I did want to just check in. Was there any questions about the checklist that I went through? Is anyone still on the fence about using HighLevel, or if you've gotten your sub account, where are you and how can we help you keep pushing forward? All right. So you can mute or you can raise your hand.
Hello?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Yes. So the challenge is, I'm talking to different, obviously, different sources, like for example, my website needs to be completed,
Mm,
because I want to try to streamline things as soon as possible. But
mhm,
obviously, when it comes to cost, efficiency, everything under one umbrella and all of that stuff, because obviously there's a lot of different, I would say, programs out there. For example, you guys mentioned Zoho or Zoho One.
mm,
When I'm talking to different people, they can do this, they can do that. So like the at the end of the day, because I haven't had the time to really sit down and kind of figure out what direction I'm going to go, right? For my overall streamline of my business, and even when it comes to thinking about, what direction I go for the grants, because at this point, just the time for me to just sit down and really figure out what's best for me. And obviously, you guys have been pretty helpful, throwing different options out there and stuff like that. But
mhm,
sometimes that's good, but sometimes, especially when I don't have the time to, at this point, to sit down and kind of go through different options and say, okay, what am I going to focus on? Right. So
mm,
how do I go about that to say, okay, eye level is going to be good for me compared to whatever else we have? Obviously, the incentive, the partnership with the ACBN, obviously that's a great incentive. But how do I want a person like me now who haven't really get the time to sit down and figure out what's best for me? Is there an easy path?
I would say a conversation is probably easier, like booking a full hour where you're
Hmm.
going to work with a team member to check off these items. Because that's why I look at the checklist. So these are the things that your business should have. If
Hmm.
they don't have it, you need to carve out an hour to do it. It's
Hmm.
like there's no other unless you're going to hire somebody to do it for you.
Hmm.
So you can look at both options. That's where when you meet with someone like Chris Beth, who runs Empowered Forex, but she's also part of ACBN, you can book a meeting where you now map out, okay, what do I have and what don't I have? Which platform can do the things that I don't have? And can you walk me through getting it set up, at least so that you can start making sales? And if you now know what to do but you still don't have the time to execute, you either have to hire somebody or outsource it. Like there's no
Okay.
option to not do it. It's like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
makes sense,
to
makes
get
sense.
it done, right?
So easy to book it, I figure it out with whoever I'm working with or outsource it.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
exactly.
makes sense, makes sense. All right, thank you for that.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. All right. Just checking in. Was there any other questions before we wrap up for the evening? I do appreciate you taking time to spend with me. So each week we're going to be here talking about different aspects of HighLevel. But oh, Guy, you can go ahead.
Yes, Ryan. In terms of the email SMS communication, right?
Mhm.
Now, and it self-generates. Um, do you have like, let's say you're busy, life is happening, and if you don't want to check into, you don't want to go into actual the programming, open it up. Is there like an app you can go on your phone, or if you are a member of staff or someone else can view it the same time, like, you know you're not at your computer? Is it one that can you
Right.
can have on your integrate with a phone app or something?
It does. It's actually called, let me look at my phone here. And I love it just for that exact reason that you mentioned. they call it the lead connector. So
Yeah.
when you download that app to your phone, you get a mobile version of everything that's on the web version. But it was a bit clunky before, but they've got the user experience. They've improved it, I'll say. So yeah, you can see all the
That's good.
conversations. You can have team members. So when certain things trigger, it can assign it to a team member that they can oversee it. So yeah, you can do that all with your phone.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Looking
Yeah.
forward to getting on board with it.
Sweet. Yeah, man. Looking forward to helping you with that.
Sorry,
Was there
Ryan.
Oh yes.
So you said the app is called Lead Connector. It's not called Go High Level.
Right. So when you go to the App Store, you have to look for lead connector. And then it kind of looks like a square with an L and a C in it, an orange
Oh, yeah.
square.
Okay. So that is okay. No problem. Perfect.
Yeah, and you use your Go High Level login to log into it on your phone.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. No worries. All right. Any other thoughts, questions? Andrew, did I miss anything that's core to setting up like a new sub account that would be good
Uh,
for people to have?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew. You're pretty much on the money this evening, Ryan. You covered all the bases, so we're looking pretty good and looking forward to, future gatherings like this where we can go over the different aspects of the high level platform that will help you to build your business and project it out there so you can grow your leads, convert those leads into paying customers. And remember, we're here to support you, and we're also here to help you with the onboarding process on the high level platform.
Absolutely. And just before we wrap up, tomorrow, so we do our weekly grants and funding, what you call it, info session. There's an amazing grant that just came out. Let me see if I can find it. I'll put it into the chat so that we don't miss it. DMZ back, no, DMZ Amex. Amex for business owners. Oh wait, no, that's not it.
Hi, sorry to distract you there. I received the email for DMZ Amex, yeah, grant application. I just have a quick question. Can
Yes.
I apply for two different businesses, or it has to be like if you're one applicant, you have to apply for only one business entity?
Yeah, I don't know their what's it called? Let me see if we can see in their criteria.
Mm.
Because only you're pretty much applying as yourself. So you wouldn't be able to get
Okay.
both. But
Okay.
yeah, so I would pick one.
Okay. So, I mean, with your experience, do you think it's better to apply for I have one entity which is more of a technology startup, doesn't have any, it's a I mean for profit entity, but doesn't generate any like actual income, like doesn't have traction right now. But I have another like normal traditional business which has traction. You think I should apply with the more traditional business whereby I need more support on my tech startup?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but they do have specific support for tech startups. So the more traditional, like the business that has traction, is probably better to apply for that grant.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The Black Innovation Fellowship, though, this one is better for tech companies. So I would apply here for the tech company that is pre-revenue and needs a bit like
Mm.
get the MVP done and some pre-seed funding
Mm-hmm.
because the 10,000 is typically to operate. So
Okay.
your pre-revenue, then the 10,000 won't really help you.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Thank you
So
so
I'll put
much.
this into the chat as well for you. This here. All right. So yeah. So again, we are going to be doing a deep dive tomorrow night about the DMZ grant by American Express. We're also going to talk about any other funding that is out there that you might not have known, but that's the main one because it is due, I believe, May the 19th. So we want to make sure that we don't miss it. But I do thank everyone for being here tonight and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. So if anything, we'll talk then and have a great night. And
Yes,
thanks, Charmaine, for all the help.
I put the registration link for the grant session tomorrow in the chat. Looking forward to seeing you all. Thanks for joining. Have a good night.
Yes, later.
Thank you, guys.